How is it going, guys? Slippery Jim here. Welcome back to my hardcore playthrough of RLCraft. And since the last episode, I've been very busy, and I've got a lot done underneath the base, which I'll show you guys in a second. And after that, I'll talk about what we're going to be doing this episode, which is a major project that I want to start as well. But yeah, to explain what I've done in between episodes, if we look down at the pool here, you can probably already see some changes over here. So I'm going to take you guys down and show you what I've done all the way down to the bottom of the tower here. You guys might remember I was just starting to build a little tunnel through here, and I was talking about hollowing out underneath the pool. Well, in between episodes, this is what I've done. So I've basically excavated the area directly underneath the pool. You can see the water drips coming through the ceiling there. And I've also put in some of these coral reef blocks, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But as you can see, I've also hollowed out some little alcoves here with lighting. And I'm most likely going to use these to display all the different armor sets you can make after I've made them in the game. Down here as well, I've got a farm going. I don't know how you got out of there. Get back in there. But yeah, we've got cows, we've got chickens running everywhere. We got pigs over there, we got sheep, and I've also been experimenting with farming these guys, chupacabras. So I've been breeding those a little bit. I tend to use their meat a fair bit, even though it's not as good as it used to be since the patch. It's still a pretty good food source, so they're very noisy though. Anyway, basically to breed these guys, I have to chuck a couple of like livestock in there like this, and then they should eat those once they realize they're in the cage there. I usually hide over here because they'll fixate on me otherwise, but now you can see they're taking down the poor old cows. And then you can see, hopefully they start breeding. You see the huts going there. We've got a chicken running around as well. Have a chicken as well, guys. Here you go, little snack there. So I like to jump down in there and grab leftover meat and stuff as well. Why not? But yeah, we got those breeding up in there. What else have we got? We've got sugarcane, we've got pumpkins, we've got melons, we've got wheat, obviously. I put a few scarecrows in for ambience. Cactus, carrots, I've got netherwort here, potatoes. I've even got some of these beetroots growing. Not that they're much good for anything except dye. That's pretty much it. A couple of water sources down here as well. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And these blocks here are the greenhouse glass blocks, and that will enable the farm to grow year-round regardless of the season. So that's pretty cool. I'll show you what I did with the area directly above as well. So this is the back door area over here. I should probably have two torches there, right? I don't know what happened to the other one. Which one of these has got the stuff in it? Should have some torches here. Stick an extra torch down there. Pick these back up. Alright, so yeah, what I did up here, I don't know if you can notice this, but I've actually raised the water level of the pool by 1 block of water. And the reason I did this is with this coral, I had this vision of putting coral down in this area here to add some color and light it up at night. Thought it would look pretty cool, which it does. But this stuff you can't actually plant unless it's in at least a minimum of 2 blocks of water. So I had to raise the level, and it was kind of painstaking work, I can tell you that. What I did was I put a row of blocks across here, like dirt or whatever. Then I put, with a bucket and an infinite water source, I put each source block of water down. And then I moved the blocks back all the way across until it was all basically 1 block higher in height. And that allowed me to plant these coral plants. The unfortunate thing with these is you can't really farm them, because if you plant them, they pretty much just sit there. They don't grow. And if you harvest them again, you don't get any extras. So it's just like placing a block. Sadly, I would have liked to have farmed these cyan ones, because that's what I make the greenhouse glass blocks out of. But yeah, you can't, unfortunately. But I think it looks really good. I think it looks really, really good. I was thinking about maybe changing these braziers a little bit, because now they're like they've got 1 level of water coming up the sides, if you know what I mean. So, but they're a bit more submerged, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But I don't think they look too bad like this. Let's just turn off night vision. Look at that, guys. Looks pretty good, I think. I think it looks pretty awesome at night. Pretty awesome. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It's something I had an image in my mind of what I wanted to do, and it actually turned out pretty good. The farm is probably not as big as it could be for practicality, but it gets the job done, I guess. And I'll show you guys later when I harvest it why I've got it set it up the way I have. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with it, actually. Let's have an aerial view here before we move on and do something else here. Let's see. We could swim around in the pool, I guess, with Greenie there, but let's summon Angus in. So this is our aerial view at night. I think it looks pretty awesome. You can actually see down through the greenhouse blocks to the area underneath a little bit as well. And we'll get all sorts of aquatic creatures spawning in. We can see here we've got a silex in there. Stuff like that will spawn in there. It's pretty cool looking. So yeah, that's what I did in between episodes anyway, guys. But as far as what we're going to be doing this episode, let's just dismiss Angus. As for what we're going to be doing this episode, if you've been following this series at all, you will know the great lengths I've been going to trying to find the higher level enchantments, and I just have not really had any luck. What I'm specifically after are the kind of enchantments that we can use to make where are we? Weapons. To make a really good dragonbone weapon or two. And I've got a lot of the really cool enchantments, but the ones I haven't got that are kind of essential for something like a sword or whatever is supreme sharpness. Where is it? Supreme sharpness. Yeah, we basically need supreme sharpness. Obviously, supreme sharpness 5 is the top one, but I'd be happy with a lower level one because at least I could combine it then with others. But I don't think I've found even a single one of these. So they are super rare, and this is the very basic top level enchantment you'd want on a endgame sword in this mod pack. So I'm kind of hanging out until I find those before I make a dragonbone sword or weapon of some sort. And haven't been able to find any. There's a few others as well. I'd like to get some more advanced mending as well and some stuff like that. But so far what my strategy has consisted of is basically one of two things. I've been doing a lot of dungeons. A lot of dungeons, like all sorts of different dungeons. And I did get lucky on one occasion with the advanced mending in a Lycanites dungeon, but after that, I really haven't found any super good enchantments that I can't get, through fishing or whatever. But let's just sleep through the night here. The other thing that I've been doing is I have been exploring around, and here's our map. Have I even got it on me right now? I've been exploring around, and we've been trying to find villages, librarian villages specifically. That's why I've explored so much of the map, really. Going to all these villages, checking the libraries, checking for any librarian villages, and seeing what kind of enchantments they're selling. I've even traded with most of them to the second level of books, enchantment books, and none of them have had the enchantments that I've wanted. Now, things are probably going to get a bit easier now in the current patch because of the fact that they've introduced some of the rare enchants to having a chance to spawn in the libraries, which they didn't before, which is good. And also some of the other points of interest, like the little floating raft thing, actually has loot in the chest, which it didn't used to have. So they might be a good way of checking as well. But I'm going to try something entirely different this time around. I've also tried fishing, obviously, and using old Erwin over here to spit me out some new enchantments, but he hasn't really come up with the goods. It's pretty much every other type of book except the ones that I want. So they might not even be capable of producing those for me, sadly. Yeah. Anyway, what we are going to do is we're going to try something completely different, which I actually thought of very recently, and that's in creating a village, my own personal village right here. I've cleared out a little area, chopped down a couple of trees. This one still doesn't want to disappear. I think there might be some wood up in there. I might have to get rid of that. I don't like the floating trees like that. But anyway, I've leveled this area out as well next to the little pool area. And this is where I'm going to build my own village. And we're going to breed up some villages. We're going to breed up probably a ton of villages, actually. I reckon it's going to take a while. But to be honest, I thought it would be quicker just flying around finding villages. But that actually takes way longer than you'd expect. So maybe villager breeding is the way to go, right? If I can't go to the villages, I'm going to bring them to me. So yeah, we'll experiment with it, see if it's effective or not, and see how we go. The benefit of breeding my own librarians that are going to sell me the enchants that I want is that I can basically move them into a little villager trading area that I create somewhere in my base pretty easily if they're right here, as opposed to if I find them out in the wild miles away somewhere. Yeah, anyway. We're going to get started on that. And one other thing that I will mention as well that I did between episodes or started doing is, let's turn on night vision again. It's a little bit dark in here still. But I've been replacing all of my double chests with these crates. They don't look quite as good as the double chests. But obviously it's doubling my storage capacity. So I've pretty much replaced all these ones down the side here, which have blocks in them, and some of these ones here. And eventually I'm probably going to replace all of these double chests with these crates. Because these crates hold the same amount as a double chest in half the space. It's pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, okay, so to get started with this, I guess we'll start building the structure of where I want the village to be. And I don't want it super close to my base because it's probably going to annoy me a little bit with the villagers, making the noise that they do in the conversation. And it's also going to spawn in some Aegis and stuff like that, which might be a good thing because they'll help defend the base and stuff like that. But they're fairly noisy as well. Anyway, I'm probably going to, at the same time, have to have it reasonably close so that I'm nearby, so that the chunk's loaded. Otherwise, they're probably not going to breed in time until I'm loading the chunk. And there's no chunk loaders in this mod pack, obviously. So anyway, so I'm probably going to start building it somewhere around here, I think. This area right here. So let's get out the old crystal hammer. And not sure exactly how I want it to look, but I know the basic dimensions that I want. And we might start about here. So that's the center there. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that way. And let's see. Let's go 10 by 10. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This should be pretty much the dimensions right here that we're after. Hopefully that's still going to be... Oh, well, if it's 10, it's not going to have a central door, is it? You know what? Let's go 9 by 10. Let's go 9 by 10. We'll put some of these blocks back over here. So I think we still had 3... Actually, they're the wrong ones. I need to put these ones back. It doesn't really have to be level with the base entrance, but I kind of like it that way. All right. So basically a big, almost a square. And we're going to have, let's see. This needs to go down one more here. Might as well do that now. Now I'm wondering if I should build some of this out of stone. Just in case we get creepers exploding around it and stuff like that. If I should build these sidewalls out of stone. I did bring some materials here with me. Let's put that one down as well. So... Probably these sidewalls. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. If a creeper blows up, so be it. I'll just try and fence it off or something like that later on. But yeah, okay. So we got our basic area here. Let's get rid of that torch for the time being. And we're going to have 3 blocks there. And this is where I'm probably going to need my... Did I put any... Let's actually go grab some ladders real quick. I only need like 3 of these anyway. Alright, so with this little divot that I've created here, we're going to go down like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks down. And I'll put a couple of those there so I can get back out. And then what I'm going to do is basically hollow out this little section here, like that. Put a torch in here. And I'm going to put another torch right there. Let's get rid of the gravel blocks up there in a second. Let's see. Let's gravel there. Cobble's not the best stuff. Believe it or not, I'd rather have dirt than cobble there. Good stuff. All right, so we'll come back to this section later. I'm just going to leave it pretty much as it is for now. In fact, I'm also going to need... I've got some glass here already, so that's fine. But we'll come back to that later. And let's see. We are going to need a central spot there. And what we're going to do with this is basically put a bucket of water in there. Let's create a temporary infinite water source real quick. Just for convenience sake. I do have one in my base, obviously, but in fact, I've got like tons of them in my base, but let's just refill both of these. Alright, so we're going to have water there. And I'm also going to put a lily pad on top of that. Like so. And we might as well get the garden part of this done real quick. I did level up, by the way, in between episodes, the farming up to level 8. So that I can finally use an iron hoe. And we're just going to plant... I'm not really sure whether potatoes are better or carrots, but we'll plant carrots. Why not? Carrots are good for your eyes. So, I don't know. Maybe the villagers will be able to see if I find each other in the dark a bit easier if they eat carrots. I don't know. But I'm just going to like pretty much turn this whole area up top here into a farm. Hopefully that's going to stay hydrated and irrigated and whatnot. And we'll just plant a whole bunch of carrots down here. Put them everywhere, basically. Alright, good stuff. Shaping up nicely. We might actually sleep through the night real quick. Alright, I'm not sure exactly how I want it to look, but probably going to make it out of stone to sort of fit in with the main base over there. And or I might use a fair bit of glass as well. So, we are going to want to have some walls. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's just temporarily close up the... see here. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be fussy and put it on the other side of that. I'm going to end up trampling on my... farm here. Let's just put a block there temporarily. Right. So yeah, we'll put these all around the outside. Stop me falling in there. And just temporarily, I'm going to put these like that. So I know that that hole's there. Cool. So what we want to do is we want to have the walls like along here. Let's maybe bring this in a little bit here. Get rid of all this sand section. As far as the walls go, I'm thinking of largely using glass and stone. So, I'm going to want probably a corner block there of some sort. We'll actually go up 3 high. Like this. And probably a couple of pillars in the middle here. To sort of, that's not exactly the center there, but 3, 4, 5, 3, 3, and then 2. I think that'll work pretty nicely. And then I'm going to have like probably a pillar there and a pillar there, like that. That'll look pretty good. I should probably be mixing up the different stones. That's what I like to do. I like to mix them up a bit, so it's not all the same type. Cool, and that'll be where the entrance is. It's gonna be made. It's gonna basically be made with fence gates, and the reason for that is, oops. The reason for that is basically because if I use a door, the villagers will just open it and get out. And also, if there's a zombie invasion or whatever they're called, I think they can open doors during those as well. So but the main problem with it is the zombies will just open it, and the villagers will just open the door and wander around and leave. And I don't want them. I want them to be stuck in here doing their thing. She's producing baby villagers. Alright, that's pretty much the stone side of things. I'm going to pretty it up a little bit and stuff like that. Maybe with some of these. Actually, I was going to put those down. A couple of those in there like that. It looks weird, but that's going to be the doorway. Alright. And then we're going to have, let's see. Just have sort of semi-pillars here. Actually, this is going to be a whole sort of entrance thing. Come back to that. Hopefully this looks sort of okay. I guess I could have an entrance on both sides, even though I'm pretty unlikely to use the one at the back. Never know, I guess. The spacing is actually really good right here. Cool. And we'll pretty this up a little bit here as well. I'm probably going to have... this coming out a little bit like this. I want to have something similar to this sort of architectural style right here, this sort of shape. So for that, for a single door, what do we got going on over here? We've got this sort of thing. So basically 2 either side. take these out. Let's take another look at that. See how I did it. So actually these are out. The door's inset, isn't it? So it's like, alright. Sort of like this. Oh my god, dude. Get rid of that. And then I have like this sort of thing going on right here. I think I also have these. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. I think that's, and then we've got a bit coming down the center area. Like that. And then I think what I do is like with this one over here. I have it like that. Then I go a long one. And then I have a little cap on top of that. Like a slab. Right there. That should be sort of reminiscent of the style of the rest of the place, I think. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right. And for the rest of it, let's just grab that. The important part is on the inside. I might actually have, there needs to be an area. Hey, get out of it. Oh, don't you make me land on my farm. Thank God for that. Didn't want to rehost stuff. But, let's get back up here. So yeah, to make this work, what I need to have is only a single block free above the trench here. So I'm thinking of using glass for this. Hopefully the villagers don't glitch inside of the glass. They shouldn't do. We'll see what happens. I might have to craft some more glass up actually. We'll see how much I need. Okay, good. All right, that's looking very good. All right. Then we can do the walls like whatever style we want here. 100% sure how I want these. Whether I want to have stained glass blocks or something else. Let's take a look at some of the options we've got in here. Glass wise, I kind of want to see what's going on inside there as well though, so we could use something like this. This looks pretty good, this black stained glass. So yeah, we'll see how it looks. So if I put some of this, There is going to be a gap there, obviously. Does that look any good? This is the question. Yeah, it sort of looks okay, I think. Maybe we can use it just on the ends and then try something else for the sides of it. Yeah, and then we'll just stick a whole bunch of it here as well. Not sure what I'll do with the sides though. I do need to block them off to stop monsters getting in there. What other colors have we got here? Green. The white stained glass might be alright. Or we could just use regular blocks as well. Got all of these I could work with if I wanted to. Not sure if these would really suit though. I do want to see through it, that's the thing. We'll see what the white looks like. Because I think that's cheap to make as well. It's just bone meal, I believe. And glass. For the back area here. Let's see. The trouble with having this here is I might have to remove that or leave that up, that one there. I have to try and remember to leave that one up. Otherwise they'll fall through there. I can't have this block right here, obviously. Otherwise I won't be able to get in. Where's my axe? Let's get rid of that. So, I don't think I'm going to worry about having an entrance over here. We'll just do this. Okay. That looks pretty classy, actually. So, how does this stuff look? Let's have a look at this. It's not too bad. It looks a bit better than just plain glass, right? It looks a bit more classy than regular glass. What I should be doing is replacing that down there, though, that dirt around the edges, with something else. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, we'll make a bit more of this. I think it's bone meal, which I have got some here. And let's see. Before I do anything else, I really should, I wish I'd thought of it. I guess we could do it from outside like this. Let's just just replace all of these with stone. Because you can see it through the glass. Might as well just replace all of it. Yeah, I think that's just about it. Cool. And I just have to put down the white stained glass. So we'll put that in right here. Pretty much it. Looking good. All right. As far as this goes, I might use the white stuff here as well. If I can make some more of this. Let's go back, see if we can make some more glass. I think we'll probably have enough. Let's put this. Look at that. One left over as well. Pretty good. All right. Now the center of this, I'm actually going to use some greenhouse glass because I want the carrots to be growing all year round. But I'm going to leave the roof open for the time being because we're going to want to drop our villagers in there to get things started with. I might just fancy up the corners here a little bit. I don't know how this is going to look. Let's just do that. You could probably put some lights on these as well. Actually, come to think of it, that's something that I probably should have put in straight away. Some lights. I've got some glowstone here. Let's see. Where can I put this? Somewhere fairly central. Put one of them here. Yeah, that'll do like that. That might even be enough for the whole thing. Because, yeah, what I'll do is I've got some, I thought I had, I must have left them over here. Let's just have a look over here. Yeah, I've got some lights up here that I made. These lamps. Using the carpentry bench. I like the look of these. I use these on my base here. So I'll put these on the, like right here. That'll light things up beautifully. Where do I want these ones? Oh, they will go on the glass. Oh, shoot. Get out of it. Getting attacked by a rock. Yeah, that'll do. I think that'll be good. I don't know, it looks a bit flat around the edges here, but it's not too bad. I could probably do something in the middle part here as well. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3. So this is the center right here. If I just do something simple like that, that might look alright. 2, 3. Give it a sort of a crenellated look, I guess. Oops. Let's try not to do that. If I do this, that'd be pretty good. Oh crap. What the heck? What the heck, man? Cow pods. I don't think I've ever seen cow pods around here before. Especially not a blighted one like that. Maybe we can make this a little bit more. Let's make this come out like this, maybe. Let's go with that. Try and make it look a little bit more interesting than just a box, you know what I mean? Let's get rid of these ones. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, I think. Oh shoot! Go away, Warg. Oh, he's paralyzed me. Yeah, this is the entrance, so it does look quite a bit different, but let's look over here. Sure, this is quite right, but we did that. I don't want it to look too top heavy, but that's alright. Oh god. I should probably sleep through the night. Yeah, that looks alright. Sort of looks kind of interesting. We can actually get rid of these, I think. There's probably enough light back here. Especially there. And there should definitely be enough light in... Oh, crap. So obviously we don't want stuff spawning in here. Yeah, this is all looking good in here. Okay, I think if I replace that, I think we're looking pretty good right now. All I've got to do is put the greenhouse glass. I'm going to have to put some doors in to actually create a valid village. we're going to need 3 glass blocks as well, which I should have cooked up. Very, very low on glass right now. But let's just put these in here. So we've got the doors, we've got the glass. And we need the villages, obviously. And also, I am going to want to have an underground area down here. Let's just put the water in right now, actually. And I will need a sign. Let's grab a sign. So I'll probably have it... Which corner will we have it? Probably... right here, I guess. Just gonna make this so 2 there, then we're gonna come down 1, and let's just I want to have a sign like here, I guess. Baby pit. All right. Now let's see how this is gonna go here. Just gonna replace this corner. Do this one as well. All right. So probably over here, we're going to have a water source. Like that. And over here, so we want to go down. Have I done this? I don't know if I've done this correctly, but oh, it's ending there. Okay, let's see where this one takes us. That one's ending there. All right. Let's just take that. So I want to have it. I want to have them pushing the baby villagers down in there. So let's see. If we take out this one here, flow down to there and then stop. And I need a few more building materials, but essentially we're going to have an area underneath here where I process the baby villagers. Let's see. I probably want it somewhere separate to this main building right here. So what if I go out this way or even that way? Yeah, let's do that. I don't want it to be too deep either because otherwise they'll take damage, but I think that's going to be easily acceptable right there. Just have a little... So they'll drop down here. Then I could have another bucket right here pushing them over this way. Yeah, that might be the way to do it. Let's see how far this reaches. To there. Okay, so this is going to be the main area here. Doesn't need to be super big because I'm not expecting to keep the occupants in here for very long. If I'm brutally honest about it, but I guess I'll make a, I don't know, 7x7 area or something. Yeah, this should be pretty much the size I want it, and then we're going to have a little area here. Only needs to be that high. Probably then like that. I think that's going to be pretty good. You guys will see what this is going to be used for later, but yeah, this is where all the little kitties will end up. So they'll come down here into this room here. That should work out pretty good. I'm going to want to have a way to get in and out of this. How deep am I here? See where this is taking me. Probably just a hatch will do as a way of getting in. Oh, that's right there. Interesting. So, that's the corner right there. Probably that's the other corner. Let's have a look. Yep. So that'll probably be my way in and out of this place. Cool. I think we're just about ready to go with this thing. So it's looking pretty good, I think. Alright, yeah, this is looking pretty good. These are all closed. Fantastic. So yeah, it's time to go get some villagers, but because it's nighttime, the villagers are going to be inside, sheltering from the zombies. So we'd better sleep through the night real quick. And have a quick drink. Alrighty. So I know there's a village over in that direction, not far away actually, which we could probably kidnap a few villagers from that. Let's call in Angus again. Go see if we can find ourselves some villagers. So hopefully I can find a couple of brown shirt villagers, the ones that harvest crops. That's kind of important for making it automated. Rather than having to manually feed them all the time. There's a guy down here. Let's grab you. We've got him. Yep, there he is. Hanging out underneath our rock. Not sure what type of villager he is, but he'll do. We need a minimum of 3 villagers to get things started. But I'm probably going to grab 5. I think that's a happy medium. I could grab way more than that, but I can't be bothered, let's be honest. Let's drop him down here. There we go. Go grab the others. Villager number 2. Three, 2 more. Okay, so I only need 1 more. We can get things started. This guy will do. Doesn't really matter what type of villagers they are. As long as, I mean, preferably you want to have one that can harvest the crops. But apart from that, doesn't matter what kind they are, because the baby villagers they produce are completely random. It's just RNG. But we want to hopefully get a ton of librarians bred up that are going to have good enchantment books for me. Alright. Now we're just about ready to go with this. We've got all the villages that we need. We're going to stick one of these. Wait. Oh my god, dude. Get back in. They're so quick sometimes, I tell ya. He might not even go back in because of how the gates are. Oh, there we go. Alright, you had me worried there for a second, buddy. The top gate's probably not completely necessary, but what we're going to do now is we're going to just go harvest a few crops from down in our farm. Because we are going to need a ton of food to get things started. Basically stuff like bread, potatoes, or carrots should do the job. So how I've actually set these farms up is if you stand in a central spot like this, theoretically you can reach every tile and just like turn in a circle and be able to harvest the whole thing and replant it. That's sort of the idea. So more of a convenience, speed, efficiency type idea behind it. You still do have to kind of go around and collect it all though. But that can't be helped. I guess I could, I mean, if I was going to go crazy, I could do some sort of system that collects all the crops for me, but it's not necessary. So let's just replant all of this. I have done automated farming before ages ago in one of my Minecraft Let's Plays. But it was a lot of fun, but it's not really worth the effort. my opinion, unless you're doing some massive farming sort of situation. Get all this replanted. Then we'll get our carrots and potatoes. These are supposed to be potatoes right here. I accidentally replanted the wrong crop. Oh well. And obviously the side benefit of doing all this harvesting is I'm going to get some extra XP going as well. And XP is pretty much the main reason I created a farm, but since we're doing villager breeding, it's actually going to come in useful to have all these crops. I'm only going to need the crops to get things started with. Theoretically, it should be automated after a certain point in time. And they harvest their own crops and replant them for me. Alrighty, that's pretty much all of the crops. Might as well give these guys a quick feed. I think I've probably got enough chickens here for the time being, but there we go, keep them happy. Okay, let's get back up top here. Chuck all the seeds and stuff I don't want in there. And we're going to make a bunch of bread. Okay, we'll sleep through the night real quick so we don't have monsters sneaking up behind us while we're trying to get stuff done. Actually, I'll need more blocks as well. Let's grab some more stone blocks. Okay, now, before we do anything else, I should probably put the ceiling on this thing. And this is going to allow the crops to grow year round, as well as making sure monsters don't swoop in there and kill my villagers on me. There, should be nice and safe there. I wonder if I should put some torches up top here. Just put a few to be on the safe side, I guess. Maybe on the corners. You never have too many torches. That one doesn't want to go there. Oh, that's all good. Alrighty. Love the patterns the stained glass makes when the sun shines through it. Looks pretty awesome, actually. Colored stuff. Alright, let's get this sorted out. So we are going to need some regular glass. Get all my food. Gonna need that. Gonna need one of those. And that. I might use buttons. We'll see. See what happens. Chuck the sticks in there. Okay, and doors. I need doors. 6 of them to be exact. Alright. So we should have, if my calculations are correct, 5 villages up here, alright? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put the doors down. Now what this is going to do is it's going to turn this into a valid village. Oops. Let's chop that one. Alright, now we just need to push one of these dudes in the hole. So, let's try this guy. Get down there, buddy. Or maybe one of these guys will go down there. I don't want more than one to go down in there though. Okay, they want to stand over there. Prefer it was one of these, but there we go. Go down there. Go down. There you go. Alright, now I'm going to put a glass over the top of this. There. So that's important so that the doors or the village down there has got the sunlight coming in. Otherwise it's not always recognized as a valid village. Let's just make sure all of our tiles are hoed correctly. They look kind of weird with the green greenhouse glass light. Alright, I think that's all of them. Should be good. Hopefully that water's 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. I think it's alright where it is. Yeah. Alright, now we just have to introduce food to the equation, and these guys should start breeding like crazy if I've done everything correctly. So, let's get things started here. I'm going to chuck out some bread. I'm going to chuck out some carrots. I'm going to chuck some potatoes their way. I might use like half of my food actually. We'll save the other half. Give you the bread. These guys should start trading the food and like sharing the food around and stuff like that. Just chuck it everywhere, basically. How much have we got left? We'll give them the rest of these. There they go. There's our first couple over there. Getting it on. Hopefully they produce a child for me that's going to grow up to be a librarian with some powerful enchanted books to sell. These guys are going as well. Don't know if they've produced a child yet though. It might take a few tries, I guess. Give you some more food. Okay, he's trying to get in on the active there. Who says three's crowd? We'll just stand in the corner and watch them like a creep. I think they produced a child. I can't even see through my big fat head, but yeah, we got a little child there. Unfortunately, it's not a librarian. Not sure what the purple jacket is, but we're after the white jacket. So our first couple produced a child. Now we just need the other couple to get the job done. I thought I was making the ceiling one block higher than this. For some reason it's a little bit lower than I expected. It's a little bit on the cramped side in here. Maybe I'll fix that up. Yeah, that's better. Gives them a little bit more room above their heads. So this little guy here, so I'm gonna let a couple of them breed up, and he can grow up and be a breeding dude. Hopefully he doesn't grow up while he's standing in that corner there, because then he's gonna be stuck inside the glass, which is gonna be annoying. I should probably actually fix that up so it doesn't happen. Let's just do this temporarily. Alright, there we go. So yeah, I'll wait till I've got probably 4 pairs, I think. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be removing these dirt blocks here and then opening all the trapdoors up. So that'll allow these little tackers here, when they're born, to drop down into the water, and that water will sweep them down into the area underneath. That's basically the plan. Shall we give them some more food? Let's give them some more food. Well, on that note, guys, we are going to leave this episode here for today. We'll come back in the next episode to put some finishing touches on the villager farm here and start breeding some librarians. Hopefully we can get some good enchantments off them, but we'll leave it here for today. Hope you're enjoying this series, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Sloopy Jim out.